Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. Give us a minute here. Jamie Dimon is saying 7% coming. SPX was down 27. Now it's only down half. Rates are coming down. Taiwan Semi says they're going to, somebody says 23 billion to 17 billion, not sure. I believe they're cutting capex by 7 billion, but they're buying a different type of machine. Interesting, right? That implies NVIDIA is ordering nonstop stuff all the way through the end of 2024, and NVIDIA looks really, really good today. Like it could absolutely explode up. So give me a minute here. Hold on. Interesting. Okay. So that's what I know. Okay, give me 1 minute. There we go. Okay. Okay. Good morning, everybody. Okay. Stocks go up, stocks go down, then we see what happens today. Okay. Today, 9/26. Really crazy stuff happening. There's a rumor that they got a stopgap bill. So if that comes, takes the market positive. If we don't get a deal and don't get a deal by Friday, do we drop 100? Maybe. Just didn't do much yesterday. Just a couple tiny trades, and we're 1/10 size, and just kind of chilling. NVIDIA looks really strong today. But chips in general, very weak on the semiconductor, Taiwan Semi news. Lam Research was all the way down to 611. KLA is down 3. AMAT is down a couple. Okay? So very, very simple. So keep an eye on that. Does AI get better? Everybody's saying the AI stuff is real. It's just orders aren't coming in yet for tons of stuff. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Here's what I know. These guys don't understand what the Fed is telling you. I'm going to tell you what it means. Now, I can't tell you what they're going to do, but I can tell you what it means. What it means is when he tells you, and these guys are ignorant. People in general are ignorant. They're just dumb. I mean, just dumb. I mean, from football coaches to everything. I mean, just dumb. Okay? So here's the thing. The Fed tells you we want to get to 2%. Okay? So let's say the CPI is at 4% and it goes to 3%. Then it goes to 2.5%. That doesn't mean they're going to cut because they said they want to get to 2%. They're not going to cut. They're just not going to raise anymore. Okay? So when it gets near 2%, that's when you can start saying cuts. Now, here's the thing that doesn't make any sense to everybody. So if they tell me they're going to go to 2%, and then they tell me, here's my forecast, we'll get to 2% in 2026. Go look at their forecast. They don't think it gets to they don't even think it gets to 3% in 2025. Under 3%. So why would they cut? If you cut, you take it higher. So they're not going to cut unless something bad happens. Like the government shuts down for 6 months. That's bad. Okay? Very, very bad. Okay? So just understand that. Doesn't mean that something bad doesn't happen because the Fed doesn't know what they're doing. Okay? But here's the reality of the thing. I posted this yesterday. The world changes. Let's say in 100 years, everything has changed. The whole world changes. I mean, shit, who knows? Europe may be part of the United States. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay? But when things change, you have to change. So maybe 2% doesn't happen for 3 years. So you're going to let the whole world go to shit with rates up because you want it under 3%. Why not change it to 3%? See, you have to change things. And when you don't change things, and here's the problem with old people. Now, I'm old, but I'm a different type of old, okay? Is I don't trust anybody. I think everybody's lying to you, and they are. And because of the simple things in life. If you tell me, so let's say in a month you had 10 customers come to you, and now you tell me you have 500 customers come to you, and you don't guide up at all, what does that mean? It means you're not closing anything. That means your business is getting better, but it's not better. You have opportunities, doesn't mean it's better. So the Fed's not going to cut, okay? So how far down do we go? Well, here's the thing. Let's say you have $1 million. You saved $1 million in an IRA or wherever. We have lots of people here in this room that have 10, 20, 30, 50 million. I know people that have put 20 million already into 5%. 5%. So they put 20 million, they're getting $1 million in interest a year. $1 million in interest. Do you think they care if they go to, say, a Bob's or a Del Frisco, and their bill used to be $300, and they don't care if it's $500? They're getting $1 million in interest when last year they weren't getting anything. See, then the next thing, housing. Now everybody says housing is going to collapse, but it's not. Why? Because people are just paying cash. It's a different type. They're paying cash. So they just go out there and they say, oh, I got 8-9 million. Think about this. Just think about Menlo, where I have the other house, right? Menlo. Everybody that works out there has a house worth 1, 2, 3, 4 million. Everybody. They all do. If you've been working there 6 years, 5, 6 years, you've bought a house way back when for $1 million, 2 million, and they're all 5 million. So these guys, they lose their job, and you know what they say? Because I know a guy that did this. He goes, Sam, my house went from 2 million to 8 million. I just took out 2 million on my house. I just took out 2 million on my house. I'm just goofing around with it. That's what I'm doing. So this takes a long time to go through. Okay? So just understand that. They're not going to cut. So those people are just wrong. Okay. Now today, they popped the market. They popped the market because this unusual whales came out and said they're getting close to a stopgap bill. But here's the thing. You have a couple things going. Is rates are down right now into today. If they go back up, then we go back down on SPX. And if it takes out 4,300, I'm just saying, very simple. Just watch 4,300. If that breaks, you got 4,210 possible by Friday. That's how much selling you're going to get. Now, if it doesn't, yesterday it got to 4,300. It was down 21 SPX right at pre-market, and it popped 8, and it never went back down again. Okay? So that's what you got to be aware of. That's what you got to be aware of. Okay? So just keep an eye on that. The NVIDIA chips are not good today with Taiwan semi. So it looks like what's happening is them changing their mix. Now, I don't know how that affects Lam Research and everything else, but we'll know tomorrow because Micron has earnings tomorrow. And if Micron says the glut is over, then Lam Research is going to rip. If they say that there's still a glut, that means another CEO that Kramer loves lied to you for another. Yeah, I mean, the guy lied to you a year ago. He said it's going to take one more quarter. Then it takes another quarter. Oh, it's going to take one more. And then it takes another quarter. And now so 3 quarters in a row, he said it's almost over. I mean, they all lied to you. Okay? So just understand that. Okay? So that's what's going on today. That's what we know. That's what we know. That's what we know. Had Enders talk with a friend about Lilly weight drugs stocks that benefit from will be Lulu. People lose weight. They buy more Lulu. Interesting. Possible. Interesting. But here's the problem with Lilly. You guys send me a message if you want to talk about something. Here's the problem with Lilly. So Lilly goes from 600 to 550. It went to 540. And not one analyst who kept raising it has come to say a word. Not one analyst has said a word about Lilly. What's going on? I don't know. But I know that if 503 breaks, I don't think it's going to break. But if it breaks, this is going to 420. I mean, really fast. I mean, instantaneously fast. Now, I don't think it's going to break, but you never know. It doesn't matter what you think. It matters what is, right? It matters what is, okay? So that's what I know. That's what I know today. So today you want to watch, see if this SPX break 4,300. If it is, we'll just dive like you can't believe. NVIDIA looks strong, but all the other chips look bad, okay? Meta has a thing tomorrow. Micron has earnings tomorrow. And Tesla, so Kawasaki, Gerber Kawasaki, whatever, he posts a thing out. He went to a charger, and he went to 2 different locations, and it's going to take him 2 hours to charge a car, to just get to the charging port. Think about, would you do that? What would you do? You put that car up for sale the next day. Okay? And then Tesla, another article nobody's talking about, guys. You guys gotta pay attention to this stuff. I give you all this good stuff. Tesla raised the price of charging in Canada. What do you think the price of charging is in 3030? When people are buying 2 million, 3 million, 4 million EVs, nobody can get to a charging station. They don't have enough. And Elon says, now I sucked you all in. Now you were paying $60 a fill up. I'm going to sell it to you for $55 to fill up my car, charge your car. $55. It's going to become the same. It's going to become the same. Corporate greed. Okay? I'm absolutely positive on the charging part. It's going to cost the same. You're not going to save a penny. Okay? Okay, so just understand that. That's what we know. Okay, good morning, everybody. SPX down 22. Down we go. We're down 38. Down 38. 16 more points puts it at 4,300. If that breaks, 40,291 becomes a big number. And then straight down. Okay? Then we see. Okay? Oil sitting under 90, so not much happening. So SPX upside, 43.52 would be positive, and under 4,300 would be negative. Very straightforward. Avago, they keep telling you this deal is going to be done on the 23rd. If the deal is not done, and they close, they're going to tank the stock to about 720. Okay? If the deal gets done, it's going to go to 900 plus, 922. NVIDIA, 429. Now, here's something on NVIDIA very interesting yesterday. NVIDIA was at 424, and the 450s were $1. NVIDIA drops 2, and it goes from $1 to 60 cents. It lost, in theory, 40% on a 2-point drop on a Monday. That's all you need. I'm afraid I couldn't find anything about that. That's all you need to know. Okay? Interesting. Underneath 408, very, very bad. Lam Research, this news is bad today. They may take it down to 600, and then we'd see on Micron. KLA 444, AMAT 131, PanW 221, 252, Zscaler 141, 152, Goldman Sachs 322, 331, BKMG, nice pop back up, held. This is all about a recession. 30.32 down, 31.36 up. Lily, if it breaks 542, get out of the way. Under 533 is a collapse. Okay? Needs to get back through 572. Meta, 296 down, 291, and 309 up. They have the event tomorrow, I believe. Now, the thing that will move it tomorrow, if he lowers CapEx on what he's spending on the metaverse. The metaverse is just stupid. He should be spending zero. I told you guys I told you 2 years ago, and I'll tell you again. On a Friday night, hey, honey, let's get our Oculus. You go sit in this room. I'm sitting in this room. We'll be in the same room in the Oculus. Really? That's what you're going to do? That's what your whole family's going to do? These things are games. They're games. Nobody's going to do that. Then here's the next thing. Hey, honey, you want to order from Chipotle? Let me go to Chipotle. I puts on your Oculus. You go to Chipotle. You do your order on there. Oh my God, that looks so good. All fake shit, right? Oh, this all looks. I want this. And then you do that shit. Really? That doesn't work. Okay. So that's he's just wasting money. Caterpillar 288, Netflix 381, 372, NDX 14,500 big number. SMCI, very nice day yesterday. If Nvidia were to pop to 430, then SMCI can get back to 260. If Nvidia goes to 408, SMCI goes to 230. Okay. NOW doing nothing. 542 down, 572 up. Microsoft 315, 314, 309 needs 326 to be better. And Tesla, if it gets under 238, it's 231. Now let me tell you Tesla. Remember I told you last Monday, 161. It went from 168 to 161.20, and then it popped to 268. It went to 261.20. Then it popped to 270. And then it broke 261. It didn't break it on the first trip, right? And then it broke it later in the week and went all the way to 240, 243, 244. So now you got the same thing at 238. It got to 238-ish close yesterday, my next number, and it popped 8, popped 10. Nothing's better at Tesla. Underneath 238 is a disaster. Now, when they have earnings, they're going to miss. Then they're going to miss on earnings. They're going to miss on earnings, the number of cars delivered. Then they're going to miss on margins. And they're going to guard the margins even lower. He's not raising prices. Okay? And then we see. Okay? Comments, questions, that's what we got. Okay, SPX sure looks like if it breaks, it's going to really, really break. Everybody have a great trade day. See you in chat.